Good afternoon.
Well, we meet again.
We do indeed. It is the 22nd of July and we are at the Aviator Hotel in Farnborough in Hampshire. And what have we got here?
Well, this is the 60-year anniversary Mini.
Yes, it's based on the Cooper S, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, 2 litre, 192 brake horsepower, turbocharged with a 7-speed automatic gearbox, which surprisingly is very, very cool. I thought, manual Mini. And then after driving an auto, I'm swaying more towards the auto.
Right, so this car has been on test with Planet Auto this week, hasn't it?
It has.
And you've driven it all the way down from the Lake District yesterday, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm back from the Cotswolds, what, 4 days ago as well?
So you've done, what, 600 miles in this car?
Yeah, probably more, to be honest.
Right, and we've also got something else over here. This is the MG3 1.5 exclusive that I have had on test this week. The review was filmed with the help of Mr. Matthew Richardson from Furious Driving YouTube channel. Now, Ben, you're very familiar with the MG3, aren't you?
I am indeed. I love the earlier gen and I love the later gen too. The earlier gen always was something about the front. It was nondescript, you know, which meant it could be a little more stealthy. Whereas with the new one, as you can see, and we both agree, it's definitely followed the rest of the range, hasn't it? Now, because all the new ones have got big grills and big MG badges to, you know, spread the love of MG so people can see what you're driving.
That's right. Well, let's reposition the camera and we'll take a look at some of the design features of both these cars, shall we?
Yes, let's.
So, Ben, because we've got this this lovely Mini here and we've got the MG3 together,
Yes.
this is like a sort of battle of the Brits, isn't it?
It's kind of battle of the Brits with a German and a China, technically. But yes, originally they were both British, weren't they?
Yes, the company was the same company until about the year 2000 or thereabouts. So it's interesting to see what's happened in the last 20 years or so. So, but if you look at the front of this this Mini here, you'll see it's a bit special.
Well, for a start, there's only 500 examples being made.
Yes, yes indeed, and we've got the lovely 60th anniversary graphics here, haven't we?
We have. Yeah, there's decals all over the car. I found an interesting thing last night as well. As soon as you open that door, it says 60 years with the puddle light.
Oh right, yes.
I was over the moon.
So you could actually.
Oh look, we've landed in another place with jets.
Yeah, we've got jets just next to Farnborough Airport here, hence the name of the hotel. Now the list price of this car is just shy of £30,000, isn't it?
It is, yes.
But you do get a lot for your money, don't you?
Well, yeah. Have you seen those seats? The tailored seats are just. Well, I can't. I'm trying to think of something that's very similar to it, but I can't really think of it. I mean, you've got cacao leather, you've got green piping, which, you know, speaks back to the heritage of Mini, and it's in British racing green as well.
Well, let's take a look at these lovely things, shall we? We'll take a look at these beautiful seats. Better just open the door. They're frameless doors.
That is very well described. Beautiful seats is certainly the word.
3-door Mini, and so you do get frameless doors. There we are. The lovely, lovely sort of. I'd call this like a chocolate colour.
Yeah, well, it's called cacao.
Cacao, yeah. And then yes, there's the lovely piping, and the interior is really nice as well. Ben, do you just want to sit in there to give the viewers an impression of what it is actually like?
I'm 6'3", aren't I?
Yeah, you are. And
you
look quite comfortable in there,
I'm
actually.
very comfortable.
I don't know. I mean, the back's another issue entirely, but I mean, the front's okay.
When I did the review yesterday, I set this up for me, and I got in the back behind me.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
I was quite surprised.
Well, another thing that's impressive is the sort of quality of the fixtures and fittings in here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's you can tell it's very premium German. I mean, look at this. The switchgear is like off a plane.
Yes, it is indeed. It's kind of like these sorts of rally cars where they kind of put the toggle switches. I mean,
yes, exactly.
See the start button there, which is lit up. We've got a sort of BMW style automatic gear lever there, and then a sort of iDrive style controller there as well.
Yes, exactly.
Which operates this central touchscreen. Would you mind just turning that on? Because I've got a good view of that there.
Actually, that will start the engine, so let's just do that.
There we are, and it sort of lights up all these different colours, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got red, green, and amber.
And also we've got this kind of green bit here as well. If that will show up on camera, yes, it does.
And here. 60.
Yes, for 60th anniversary there. But this screen, you know, you can operate it as a touch screen, and you can operate it from down there with the iDrive style controller.
You got the rotary dial here.
Yes. You got a dual zone climate control.
Yes,
you have. Yes. So there's a lot of features in this car.
Heated seats as well.
Yes, absolutely. It does feel very luxurious in here. It is actually. I don't know how I imagine it to be. I've not been in a current generation Mini for some time.
Well, neither had I until I think it's 2 days ago or 3 days ago when I drove the JCW.
Yes, absolutely. And that is a similar car to this, although that's got more power, hasn't it?
It has. It's about 230 brake horsepower.
So this is 192 horsepower for the 2-litre turbo engine, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look in the boot, shall we?
Well, should we start it up so they can hear it?
Yeah, we start it up, and I'll just pull this release lever here. We can take a look under the bonnet. Just pull that twice, I think is the way you do it in this car. Take a look under the bonnet. There we go. 2-litre 4-cylinder, producing 192 horsepower, self-supporting struts. We're trying to find a battery in this car. It's not under here, it's somewhere else, but yes, very nice indeed. Wow, that was the sound of the twin chrome pipe exhaust on the back of this Mini Cooper S 60th anniversary edition.
The thing is, if you put this into sport mode and start dropping gears, it will crackle and bang as well. So you get a more increased tone and the back pressure through it as well. So it's popping and banging. So it sounds like a little rally car.
Yes. Let's see what the boot's like.
Yes.
This is
Mini.
probably the area where this car's not going to do very well in comparison to the MG3. Now there is an adjustable height boot floor. Sorry for my shadow there. There's not a lot I can do about that. But you've got it in the lowest position, and I'd say this is...
I managed to get 2 MG bags in here, as well as the camera bag, and the tripod, and a pair of shoes.
You did quite well then, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about, I'd say it's about 180 litres, something like that. I don't know exactly.
I think it's around 200. I can't actually remember.
Yeah.
It says in the full review, because Annabelle remembered it.
Yeah, the full review will say no doubt, won't it?
It will.
But yeah, I mean, you can always obviously fold these seats down if you want. That looks like a very easy process from here.
Yes, exactly.
So if you need to do that. Right, well, let's take a look from the passenger side as well.
I need to show you the rear lenses, though. Just look at the patriotic rear lenses.
Yes, this is a facelift car, isn't it?
Yes.
But this is the after 2018 facelift, and you have the Union Jack lenses. Now these are, I think, a delete option. You can actually get rid of them, I think, if you want.
Why would you want to do that? They
Well,
look fabulous.
Some people are a bit funny about something
Maybe
which is
not being British?
well, something happened.
Or maybe it not... yes, okay.
Yeah, exactly. We're a bit funny about things,
Yes.
so you can delete them, but I quite like them. So,
I do.
and the alloy wheels are very nice as well.
As you can see, you've got a C pillar in black, a B pillar in black. Well, it's more the actual glass. The black racing roof, black colour-coded mirrors, and there's arches around as well. The black matte plastic.
Yes, it does look rather nice, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So if you look at it from the passenger side as well.
Keyless entry as well.
Yeah, keyless entry. Obviously, you'd expect that wouldn't you in a car like this. Yeah, there's plenty of room for a front passenger. I'm just going to see if I can move this seat forward slightly.
Top on the right, yeah.
There we go. It looks a little cramped initially there, but Ben, you said that actually you sat in there yesterday.
I do it?
Well, no, it's all right. We won't do it right now.
Really straightforward. Literally, I just stepped.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can move this in there. Then, if I move back a bit to give you a bit of space, you can sit behind.
Let's put this forward first, because
that's going to be better for you, isn't it? You've actually got.
Doesn't need much, to be honest. But I was quite surprised.
So it's right forward. Ben at 6'2", 6'3", is going to get in the back, and he's actually got headroom in there. I mean, that's quite remarkable.
I know, I was surprised.
And I can see there the...
Yes, this is... I'm kind of a little loungy on that side.
Yeah, it's a bit... There's Isofix
but
though
what's
in there.
this?
You actually got...
I have a recess here for my knees.
You can actually kind of sit
so you could
there.
get someone about 6'5" in there.
Yeah. I'd say a short journey, you're going to be okay in there.
But if you slide it forward, I could actually sit for a lot longer, honestly.
Yeah. So that's not too bad. It's
not at all.
a surprising amount of space in
I was surprised.
this Mini. Alec Isagonis would be proud of you, Ben.
Yes.
Right, so that's some of the sort of features of a walk around of this particular car. Let's go and have a look now at the MG3. So Ben, I mean, Planet Auto is quite an expert on the reinvented MG brand. I mean,
you've quite a few, haven't we?
You've reviewed every single model that they've had, and you're going to get the new MGZ SEV on test very soon.
Yeah, in September.
Yes, indeed. Oh, more planes. Okay, so but this is the MG3 now. You had one of these. It was about the sort of end of last year, wasn't it? You had one of these.
That was the white one, wasn't it?
White one. This is Hello Yellow.
Yeah.
And we'll start if we sort of look at the front here. This is the facelift car, which came in around sort of August, September 2018, and you can see that it's quite a sort of aggressive looking front end.
It is.
The other one was aggressive too, but in a kind of different way. And we've got these funny thing called, it's called the Star Rider grille here. We've got these interesting looking headlamps. They're not LEDs in this car. The DRLs are LEDs, but the actual
we think these are projectors, don't we?
Yeah, they're projector headlamps in here. So yes, I mean, it would be nice to see some fog lights in there. I have actually seen fog lights on an MG3 before,
yeah.
But they're an aftermarket kit.
Yes.
But both of these models,
the thing is, it is a nice sculpture, isn't it? And it doesn't really need the fog lamps either, because the lights are pretty good as well. And to put fogs on it it's kind of overkill because of the shaping and the vents and, you know, the ducting. It kind of gives it the right appeal without looking too boy racery.
Yeah, I mean, both of these cars we've got are in their top of the line spec.
Yes.
The exclusive is top of the range. It's £12,800 before you actually add the paint. This paint's about £550, so this car is tested as around £13,500. That's sort of a range. But you could buy two of these for one of those, which I suppose means that these do compete in quite different market segments, although we've been looking at the wheelbases of these cars and they're about the same, aren't they?
They are, yes. Yeah.
Well,
when you look at the bonnet length and all that kind of thing, everything matches. The only difference is that that's got 4 doors, and the 3-door version of that, the doors are way longer.
Yeah, so if we go and you take a seat in the front, Ben.
This is going to take me back.
Yeah, it will do, yeah. So it's a very different prospect in here. I'd say it's a lot more airy in here. There's a lot more.
This has changed so much since the earlier gen, hasn't it?
Yeah, the dashboard's completely different. If you just press the central button there, Ben, you'll turn the infotainment system on. Now, the sizes of these two are actually quite similar. This is an 8-inch. I don't know what mini is because it has an aspect ratio.
I think that might be.
Yeah, this is definitely an 8-inch, and it's got Apple CarPlay as standard, which is very good.
And we're getting Android Auto and all the newer ones, aren't we?
Yes, apparently so. The ZSEV has that, so you might need to turn that down slightly when it comes on. But we'll just keep it off just so we don't interrupt any YouTube copyright stuff.
Yes.
So we haven't got an iDrive controller, but it is a touch screen with the central display. And this car, rather than an automatic gearbox, is a 5-speed manual. The MG3 has never come in an automatic in this market. You can get one in Thailand and other places. There is also air conditioning. There's no climate control. It's just normal air conditioning. But everything I think in this car is very, very well laid out. It's very easy to find everything. The quality is a lot better than the pre-facelift examples.
It is. It feels a better plastic. It's still not a soft touch, but it is a better quality.
But less than half the price of one of those. You don't expect soft touch materials, do you?
That's it. No, not at all.
And then you've got this interesting kind of, I suppose it's like a Burberry check effect on the dashboard.
That's a very good way of describing it.
And this little carbon strip, it sort of livens it up a bit. I don't know if it's entirely to my taste, but it does make it look a lot more interesting than the interior that the old ones had.
I like these seats.
They are very comfortable. I've done myself, you've done about maybe 600 miles in yours. I've done about 500 miles in this.
That's amazing. Mind you, that's what MG, Mini, whoever wants. They want people to drive their cars, to experience them. There's no point having it for a week and doing 3 miles.
Yes, indeed. Right, let's take a look under the bonnet. We'll just pause it there.
I like this as well. I have to point out the retro air vents. They're always something that I've always found cool. Like the turbine effect.
They are good, aren't they? Well, we'll open the bonnet and we'll take a look under there. If we look under the bonnet here, this is a 1.5 litre normally aspirated engine. It's also a 4-cylinder, but it only develops 105 horsepower.
It likes to be revved hard, it really does.
Oh, it certainly does. And I've got, on the time I've had this car, I've had it since last Tuesday, 6 days. I've done about 43.5 miles per gallon.
That's absolutely immense. I've done about 37 in that.
36.6. I think you've been enjoying yourself, sir. That's,
I have indeed.
You have.
Yeah, that'd be far more economical if I drove it economically. But who wants to drive a Cooper S economically?
I know, that's the thing. You can drive it economically, or you can drive it hard. It just depends what you need. But yeah, it's nothing fancy in here. There's a lot more under bonnet access here. The engine bay is not so full, which for maintenance is a little bit easier. But of course, on an MG3, you get a standard 7-year warranty.
Yeah, you do. That's why these are becoming market leaders, isn't it, for these kind of cars?
Yeah.
It's absolutely staggering. 7-year warranty. Is it 100,000 miles?
It's 80,000 miles.
80,000.
Yeah, but that is it's really good. I think.
That's what I mean. It's a long time.
I think the Mini's a 3-year and a 60,000 mile warranty, as far as I remember correctly. But yeah, I mean, look at this also this MG detail there, which I think is interesting.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Right, well, we'll take a look at the boot, shall we?
Gives you a lot of storage.
So on this post facelift car, we have to reach down here to open the boot, and in here it's 285 litres of space. Now, Ben, would you say that this is a practical boot shape for this size of car?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
it takes up it. It's very well designed, isn't it? Because it gives you a nice rectangular space, and it's utilising the space that's left over to actually use it for storage. I mean, it would have been nice to see a false floor, wouldn't it? Just so it eliminates that, so you don't have to bend down as far for, say, mobility issues.
Yeah, if you've got like a ZS there, you do get a false floor in that.
Yes, exactly.
You're just trying to keep the price down in some ways. Yes, I mean, it's not a lot else to say about it. You can lift that up if you want. I've got to walk around while I lift it up, but yeah. One thing about this new design, it does look a bit cleaner, but the older cars do have like a handle which is about there. Yes. Which is a little bit easier to use.
You have to reach a little lower, don't you?
You do, yeah, which is fine. But
you've got parking sensors in this as well.
I haven't just got parking sensors. So I've got a reversing camera on this, which is just there.
I know, that's what staggers me about MG. There's things on this car, especially with the new ones that are going to be coming out. Things like active cruise control.
Yeah.
You know, they are really redefining this budget of car, shall we say?
Yeah.
They're making, big safety things available to people for way lower prices than you expect.
Yeah, that's right. Well, why don't you go around to the side and take a seat in the back and see if you can fit in the back.
Yeah. Well, you've got 4 doors for a start.
You've got 4 doors, so stepping in is very easy, isn't it?
It is simple.
And Ben is 6'3", so
I've got about that much room above my head.
Headroom is actually very generous on an MG3.
It is.
I could move that seat forward a bit. That's
no, it's fine.
But it's actually okay.
There's a slight recess here as well for your knees if you need it, but.
On a post facelift car like this as well, the trim materials are better.
Electric windows.
Yeah, electric rear windows. The trim materials in this car are a lot better. You get a part, I think it's leatherette in this car, or faux leather. It's not genuine leather, but you do get this sort of.
That would have been nice to have a cover over.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
And a door pocket, but apart from that, it's exactly what it says in the tin, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, for a sort of family getting things in and out, it's quite easy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, very easy.
It's nice and simple.
To load.
So definitely for practicality, I think it's a real win for this car, isn't it?
And the seats drop as well, don't they? 60/40?
They do 60/40 as well. I've obviously, my wife and I've had a pre-facelift one of these for 2.5 years, and so we've got all kinds of things in it. That's really good. Right. So, Ben, having assessed both these cars, I know you have extensive experience of MG3s. You've tested 2 MG3s, and having tested several Minis as well.
Last 3 days.
In the last 3 days, and done a lot of miles in it.
Yeah.
What is your conclusion? Which of these do you think wins the battle of the Brits?
Well, long journey, comfort, definitely that. Power, definitely that. Practicality, this. And they're 2 totally different markets, aren't they?
They are indeed. I mean, I would personally go for one of these because it saves so much money and has such a good warranty. But I mean, having driven that, you're kind of swayed a bit, aren't you?
I am very, very swayed, especially with that 7-speed auto and that engine. It's until you actually experience it, it's superb. It's seamless.
Yes. Well, we're going to have to leave it there because otherwise this video will go on for a bit too long.
It will indeed. But yeah, both very good cars.
Yes, but don't forget to visit the Planet Auto YouTube channel for a lot more footage on this particular car and others. I have a lot more stuff on the MG3 on my channel. It's had to go back tomorrow, which is a bit sad.
We also get to experience a Scala tomorrow, both of us,
Yes,
as well.
yes,
I know
we do.
you experienced one last week, but we both get to experience a new one tomorrow.
That's right. So be sure to subscribe for more updates, and please visit my website. It's www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk. And also visit my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. If you wish me to source a car for you, it could be one of these, it could be one of these, or it could be anything, then please use the contact tab to get in touch with me directly. And thank you very much indeed for watching.
Thank
More
you.
automotive hijinks to come very soon from Planet
Indeed.
Auto as well.